Good evening, everyone. This is Zozo Stock Watch from Twitter and StockTwits, and going to take a look at some stocks that are in play for tomorrow and some events that happened in the market today. So just want to show you the futures. Overnight, we have the Dow futures up 28 points. We have the S&P futures up 3, and we have the NASDAQ futures up 8. And you can go to this site right here if you want to look at the futures. If you're into the commodities like gold, copper, silver, oil, they also have a website for that, investing.com, commodities. And so gold down about $9. And we're going to talk a little bit about copper. But first, let's take a look at the SPY. And the action going on in the SPY. I'll move that over a little bit. So here's the SPY chart. Nobody can make any progress whatsoever. All right, we are still above the 8 EMA. We're still above the fast moving averages. We're still above the 50, but we cannot move up. And right now we are not moving down. So we are playing the market, taking what it gives us right now. I've been day trading. And that's about it. Just playing each stock individually, playing earning stocks like FireEye, things like that. So, you know, SPY just not doing much of anything. I would say though, let me just check out the IWM. All right, and that is showing a little more weakness than the SPY. So we finally broke below the 8 EMA, and we're below the 13 EMA on the IWM. IWC, which is the smaller cap stocks, the micro caps, that too kind of heading down. But putting in a, you know, a bottoming tail here, a hammer. So we'll see what's going to come of that. QQQ. You know, still above the moving averages and the strongest out of all the indexes, right? Today, Google was up, making you know, new highs on Google. Okay, so here's the Google weekly chart, the one in blue here, and you see we're pushing higher on Google. And let's just take a look at, you know, some of the market leaders. Amazon took a little bit of a rest today, but still very strong. So, you know, those are your leaders. And then Priceline took a little bit of a break. But Expedia made a new high today. So Expedia made a new high. Priceline took a break. Amazon. And then, you know, we have Apple, of course. And that took a little rest after the earnings. Now with Apple, Warren Buffett is in this stock. And he's going to be on CNBC Monday morning. You know, talking his book, Warren Buffett, CNBC, Monday morning at 6 a.m. with being interviewed by Becky Quick. So, you know, I'm sure they're going to talk about Apple, and he's going to be all bullish on it and everything. And don't forget, he's in IBM also. So I'll talk more about that on the weekend, but that's some Warren Buffett stuff. Let's see, after the close, Scone, SCON, right here, got an inside purchase of $200K, $1.69, and we'll talk about that in a few minutes. Some stuff that came out after hours, and this is from Trade Exchange. And let's see, some earnings. House to vote on the GOP healthcare bill tomorrow per CNBC News. Fizz, that soda company, is down after hours tonight. Some stocks on watch that I put into the service. Some earnings coming out after the bell tomorrow. AAOI. All right, that's pretty important. All right, these are your earnings, and you can see Zynga, Wing is like Buffalo Wild Wings, right? Let's see, and then before the bell. So you see earnings, still a lot of earnings going on for you know, tomorrow. So here's your earnings before the bell tomorrow. All right, we'll get this out of the way. All right, so some stocks that came out after the bell tonight. Fitbit, all right, and that popped after earnings, and now it's kind of trailing off. This is a 5-minute pre and post market chart here on Fitbit. Tesla had earnings after the bell, and you know, you see that's in a grind down. on Tesla. Facebook had earnings after the bell, popped up, and then they sold it off. I mean, these stocks all had made big runs, except for Fitbit, of course, but Tesla and Facebook. DDD had earnings after the bell. That's down. CA Cake down after earnings. Cheesecake Factory, CAR also down and after hours. CITO had earnings, and that popped a bit after earnings. SQ had earnings and also popped and kind of just flagging off for right now. Let's see. Oh, SCON, that I told you that the director purchased 200K. So that's popping. He's in there, 169, and popped up to 205 and after hours. SCON. Okay, and the daily wasn't looking like much of anything, but you see after hours that it did pop. Some stuff I wanted to talk about. JJC, as you can see, has been in a downtrend and down more today. And this is the ETF for copper. Okay, so it's moving down because of the China growth worries. So that's not good. All right, China growth worries. All right, that market. I don't know how it's going to handle that, but copper is moving down. So pay attention to that. JJC is the way you can watch that. Not good when copper is moving down. Google, we talked about making new highs. Sprint got crushed today after earnings, and it's coming down to the 200 SMA, and that's around that 750 area, 762, 750 on Sprint. So maybe you get a bounce on Sprint. That's not even on my watch list, but I just thought I'd bring that up. Silver, okay, silver broke this support here. All right, that was around the 16 level and pushing down. And let's see what they want to do with silver. Never good for, silver is used in a lot of industrial, fabrication and whatnot for silver. So not good. Could be a sign the economy is slowing down also, but, don't quote me. We'll see. USO, oil, right? Actually was up a little bit today, but you can see it's been weak, but we are at a support area around this $10 area on USO, and I'll go ahead and show you real oil, XOIL, yeah, right here. That's light sweet crude, and we are down here. We're at this trend line, right, on oil, and let me delete this, and we're also at this 400 EMA. We were here before and then we bounced. So oil is maybe in a bounce territory. We'll see. Possible. All right, possible. And you see that hammer candle right there, and that's the 300 SMA on oil. So pay attention to that for oil. Gold, GLD. Not looking too good, right? Selling off, but we are at an area of support maybe here. This was the breakout spot. Now we're below it. I don't know, maybe it has a date with this 400 EMA, SMA area. So keep that in mind, GLD, but showing weakness, right? UNP, which is the dollar, kind of messing around this 200 SMA area here, holding, above the 25.50 spot. So that's the dollar on the UUP. Just some things. These are not even stocks on my watch, but I just want to bring them up to you. XLE, which is an ETF. It's not a stock, but we'll get into a couple of oil stocks. XLE is, holding around this 400 SMA, and that means it might be possibly oversold here, and we might, get some kind of relief rally here on XLE. I don't know for sure, but just throwing it out there for you. XOM, oil stock. You see how it's been holding this 80 spot, right? 80, 80, 80, 80. And now we're kind of turning the corner here. Another big oil stock, CVX, holding the 300 SMA, this orange line, and starting to perk up maybe, but still under the 200. But, you know, just some buyers came in, so I'm just bringing that to your attention on CVX. SLB, you know, we had this push down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, 6 out of 8 days, or 7 out of 9 days, however you want to look at it. And now we're trying to maybe form a bottom here. So if we can get back over, you know, 72, you know, Schlumberger, you might want to keep an eye on that one. But that's not even on my watch list. How many times did he say that? Halliburton, because we're just shooting the breeze here, talking about, you know, some oil right now. This is at the 400 EMA. So let's see what's going to happen here in this 400 EMA on Halliburton. Let's see, another ETF, XLF. This one had a little bit of a pop today. We're still under the 50, and you know, but we are trying to hold above this 20 SMA right here on XLF. So the banks had some buying today. What is it? FAS? Is that the bull shares? Yeah, so that's the bull shares for the banks. FAS, all right, and FAS is the bear. So still looking weak on the FAS. So keep your eye on the banks tomorrow. Might get something there. Everybody says retail is dead. XRT is the retail spider, and you see that it held here at the 41 area. It's held around that area, 41, 41, and you know, we turned up, but now we're starting to be, you know, rejected by these 400 and 300 moving averages. So, you know, maybe this was like a dead cat relief bounce on XRT, but RTH looking very strong on RTH, and you can look these up on Yahoo and see what the top 10 holdings are. These, I believe, Home Depot or Amazon's in one of these, so check that out. So speaking of Walmart, Walmart up at highs. And here's the weekly, right? Here's Walmart making, you know, new highs here, and making new, I guess that's new highs on the daily by just a little bit. So Walmart's been very strong. Costco, another leader in the retail sector. Home Depot, you know, holding up there at the highs. Target coming up off the lows, right? You see how it's been around that 52.50 area, and then it turned up back over the 50 moving averages, blue line right here for the first time in a long time on Target. And TJX I had written down, and let me just go ahead and draw this for you, live video. So you see some lines here and a line, some lines there, so kind of in this channel. So, you know, if TJX can get over this 80 spot. So, but that is not even on my watch list. So I'm giving you a lot of freebies here. All right, well, that's a little flavor for the markets and stuff. So let's go ahead and get into some stocks, okay, that I'm going to have on watch for tomorrow, because I don't want to keep you too long. Everybody's busy. Go, go, go in the world. So let's see. First one on my list, and here's the daily. This is a daily chart, guys. See the D, all right? And these are the moving averages that are on the chart. So we were above the fast moving averages. You know, you had a big volume pop in this. It's holding up. It's curling up. The 50s sloped up. So keep your eye on this one for tomorrow. Let's see. Had a high of 960. We're at 937. We have another high here of you know, 989. So maybe if this can get over 950, okay, and I don't know if that's going to happen tomorrow or Friday or never, but one to keep your eye on. I put a bank on here. Let's see if Bank America can get up over, you know, 2385, possible 24 break, you know, or you can do a possible swing trade on this if it takes out 2385, and then you can kind of use the low 2334 if you want to start swinging the banks. BASI, nice pop, nice some volume, I should say, not major volume, but some volume. But you see this pop we got previously, so it's holding up. Keep this one on watch on an intraday basis. 160 was the high today, so maybe over 162 might get that going. BIOS, trying to get back over the 50 SMA right here, and that is at $1.67. So keep your eye on $1.67. If you wanted to clear a little bit more, maybe like that $1.70. Just remember you have $1.75 up ahead. And those in numbers 75, 25, 50, round numbers 0, 00 can sometimes cause resistance. Next one up is another bank, Citigroup. This one is over the 50 SMA. Okay, broke out above it, so keep your eye on this one. Had a high of 60.33, holding above the 50, which is at 59.70. So keep your eye on this one for possible continuation move tomorrow. And just because I'm on a bank, let's look at Goldman Sachs. That's perking up also, but this one is, that have the 50 sloping down. So C and BAC look a little bit better to me, and C actually looks the best. Feels like an eye exam test, right? C or BAC, right? Okay. The other one is Zion. Got a little pop today. Maybe if this one can break out and get above, some of these fast moving averages again. We'll say like 40.70, and maybe we get a continuation through 41 on Zion. Let's see, where did we leave off? BIOS we looked at. Kara. Okay, Kara came down to the 100 SMA, and nice bounce off of that. So we'll see if there's a continuation move up through 16 on Kara, and 1.6 million shares got traded today in the name. So let's see if there's any type of spark there for tomorrow. CYTK, this one had a high here of 1575. So let it break 1575, and maybe we get a continuation move. Next one up is EROS. Volume came in today, still not a million shares, but it's a small stock, and it got back over the 50 SMA, and we'll see if there's any type of continuation in this one. FireEye, whoop-de-doo, FireEye, look at this volume in FireEye, 31.2 million shares, and we are over the 200 SMA on FireEye in the first time in a long time, right? Let's see, back here in, when was this? We didn't even go above the 200. That was back in 2016. So we are above the 200 SMA on FireEye. So keep your eye on this one. Traded this one today. Made some money in it, but did not hold it. Not holding much of anything right now. I was holding FUEL, and whoops, FUEL. Yeah, there we go. And I had a pop today, sold some of that, and then, still in a little bit of it. How's my Oracle doing? I have a little bit of Oracle. Yes, this thing, if it takes out, I sold some up here at 45, 30s, and came back at me. If it breaks 0.80, I'll get out of Oracle just to keep you up to date with those two. I think I mentioned them. Fitbit, after hours, they had the earning. I showed you the chart earlier, popped. So maybe, this will get some action. I don't know. I doubt it. It kind of reminds me of GoPro when it popped and then it sold off. So I'm not expecting too much from Fitbit. FNCX. This is an under $1 stock. Big volume bars coming in on this. It's just below $1. If you get that 0.95 break, maybe you get the dollar continuation on FNCX. FOMX is turning up, and we are at a high, has a high of $4.89. So maybe, 490, 495 gets us up through 485. You know, keep your eye on this FOMX, and maybe it can fill the gap a little bit on that one. Not a favorite. GURE. This one, you know, trying to get back above $2. So $2 break, $2 break. GURE volume came in, not massive volume, but you know, more volume than any of the other bars. So keep this one on watch. IFON, big pops, and then it's now holding above the 8 EMA. So maybe back over 70 cents on IFON, and you know, that's an under the $1 stock also. KNDI. Popping here today on 600,000 shares, has a high of where am I? 450. All right, so if it can break over 455 on KNDI, maybe a possible continuation move. So we shall see. LC above all the moving averages, back above the fast moving averages. A high here of 608, so maybe 610 sends it on LC. Keep your eye on that. LPTH, you know, nice looking daily. Everything is turning up. We have a high on this previous candle here of 290. So maybe over that 290, we get this $3 break on LPTH. MYGN had earnings today. Big pop in this one. And we are at this magic number of 2250. So let's see if we can get a continuation move, or maybe a little bit of a pullback in the morning, and then a possible red to green. NXTD holding above the 50, looking for maybe that $190, $2 break again on NXTD. PHMD popped here, gave it back, so it's a pop and dropper, but we'll have it on watch, see if there's anything going on there tomorrow. What was the other one? PIRS. Yeah, this one popped. So you might want to put this one on your watch also. 28 million shares. PIRS. You know, you might get some kind of move in this one, but popped, dropped. So we'll see. PULM. Kind of, you know, it's in this triangle. I'm going to draw that for you. So if we can get over this, you know, $3 area on PULM, popped, kind of flagging, so-so, you know. SCON, I'm definitely going to be watching tomorrow. SCON, I'm not going to buy it up at 205. If it pulls back, maybe I can get a intraday play on SCON since it had that insider purchase. SITO, earnings after the bell. We spoke about this one. And so, you know, it's up at 325 now. It had closed at 277. So we'll see if this will offer anything. And then Zion was one of the banks we spoke about. See if there's any kind of continuation moves in the banks. You know, not one of my favorites. I like I said, Citi and BAC better for the banks. So we'll see what tomorrow is going to offer. Like I said, the futures are up right now. Yeah, up 3. Where am I? Commodities. Oh, okay. Here's that guy's biopharma catalyst. So make sure you get on his mailing list. Okay. He sends it out for free, and I don't even think he knows I'm talking about his website. So this is his website, and each night he sends out, you know, good information, and you know, just gets you caught up in what happened during the day. And so check that out. And what else? Oh, I wrote this about you is what holds you back, and I put it out on my Twitter feed, and it goes into, you know, talks about greed, fear, hope, ego, and pride. So take a look at this. It's on my Twitter feed if you're interested in reading that, if you have nothing else to do in your evening. Anyway, this has been Zozo Stock Watch. And you can catch me on Twitter or Stock Twits. Thank you very much for listening. Hope these videos are helping you, bringing you some ideas and information. If you do like the videos, hit that subscribe button on the YouTube. Give me some thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. Give me some feedback, comments. That would be greatly appreciated. All right, everyone, have a very nice evening or day if it's daytime where you are, and be back at you, let's see, tomorrow's Thursday night. Talk to you Thursday night. Enjoy your evening.